Hello, this is Bravo Debre speaking, and this is a reflection of my secondary practicum period. And well, I will follow James' cycle to describe what I did during this practicum. Well, I developed this secondary practicum in an adult secondary school. There were 14 students in my classroom, and none of them had any special needs and neither any previous contact with a foreign language before this period. Um, the lessons were late in the evenings. They were in fact in the last module on Mondays, and they lasted 80 minutes. I was the teacher of this group from the very beginning of the year, so I had a chance to observe them in advance, and fortunately, they were really active from the very beginning. And although most of them were really tired after working during the whole day, during this period, I was able to perform face-to-face lessons. Um, this year I had the possibility to be in contact with students under uh, some COVID protocols at the very beginning, but after some weeks we went to normal. And I unfortunately I couldn't have the possibility to be observed by a language teacher. However, I got fruitful commentaries from my colleagues from different areas, and the aim of this experience was to motivate students to keep on enlarging their knowledge and the use of English as a second language in a communicative approach. For that reason, and taking into account learners' cognitive and motor development, this practicum was really challenging and motivating, and it also motivates me to use during this period technological resources with a pure pedagogical perspective. And I try to include in every lesson gamish activities to activate prior knowledge and to foster relationship between students and the relationship with me. Well, as regards my feelings, well, at first I was really anxious, and I had a bit of mixed emotions because my local observer wasn't a language teacher, and she advised me during the first lessons to start speaking Spanish since she couldn't follow my lessons. And after some time, she could realize that students were getting really involved with the tasks, and they understood what they had to do. So, if I have to evaluate this situation, I should say that I had to analyze this situation deeply, because I start to observe my students again, and after reaching their reactions, in some occasions I had to turn into Spanish to clarify some doubts to some of them. But in this practicum period helped me to confirm the importance of the exposure that to the language that a student should have. As Scrivener states, I use a lot of gestures, body language, and scaffolding strategies to help students follow the instructions in a process of inductive teaching. So, what is the analysis of this situation? Well, that working with adults is totally really different from working with teenagers and children. Well, my students were about 30 and 40 years old, and there was also a woman that is in her 60s. So, planning activities that promote critical thinking skills was a really challenge for me. Um, well, give me a second because I'm going to stop the video to show you the diorama. Well, in this diorama, I try to represent the school at night. First of all, I'm going to turn off the lights. Yes, so as you can see, here I have the local observers. Yes, I'm going to move them a little bit. They have on their heads, they have some colorful cars. And well, here you can also see the students represented as eggs, Kinder Surprise eggs. Well, they also have different colors on their head because I wanted to represent diversity, and well, in that way I can show that all of us are different, we are different from each other, and that all of my students contribute with different feelings according to their personalities. So let me show you again. So as in every class we have diverse students, so that contribute with different things, yes, different feelings, different knowledge of the word, different knowledge of the language. So here we have a student that was really shy, and also they also contribute with, okay, well, and most of them were tired, as I said before, because they are adults, they have families, they go back home again and they have to continue working because they have children. Well, self-confidence. Let's continue. Sensitivity. Well, motivation. Yes. They are, as I said before, they are really active, so it was not hard for me to motivate them, fortunately. Then they also contribute with autonomy. That's really important to work in during the lessons, and well, of course, commitment. Well, in this diorama, well, I have the students represented like that. Also, I am represented in another egg, also with the diversity flag on my head, and I try to represent some of the characteristics that I bear in mind every time that I am in front of the class. Yes, I try to be an empathetic teacher, patient, try to create a healthy atmosphere, and also give a positive feedback. Well, as you can see in my classroom, well, here you have the board. The technological resource is here. I mean, I use my notebook with well, my notes here. As you can see, my bag is really big because in this bag I have all the games, all the extra resource materials that I need for every lesson. In fact, every lesson they wanted to play the games that we played in the previous one. Well, I have another desk here because I used to make this mess when I work. Um, well, the speakers to work with the listening activities, the softball, the worksheets. On this wall, I wanted to represent students' productions as well. And if we go to the other part, well, there is a huge window that look at the street. And let's continue on the other part. Well, let's open the door to go to the other side of the school. Yes. Um, I would like to have planned some activities outside. Yes, that is the parking area. Um, all of the students spend some time here before entering their classroom. I think that they do so because they are tired of being working during the day, as I said before. So I will have liked to have planned some activities outside. I was only able to use the corridor due to the garden is too dark to prepare activities there, but maybe I could have asked in advance to install, I don't know, some bulbs. So and prepare also an adequate corner or a place to foster imagination while developing some activities in an open space. And also I would like to add some benches here that they were in the school, where I could have I could have given them some oral feedback. Well, as to the action plan, I would like to say that every comment that Aurelia made as to my lesson plans and the comments that my local observers made as well were really fruitful for me. And well, having in mind the importance of the use of a context, scaffolding strategies, just transition between activities, the aim of the lesson, among others, helped me spot my weaknesses and strengths as to teaching adults. Well, all in all, it was a really fruitful experience that made me realize that I need to make some adjustments for future lessons, and that I won't give up, giving the best of myself for my students to have a prolific experience or learning experience, because I love this profession.